Bitcoin toying with dangerous levels as purchases don't appear. EOS in a similar position, while Ripple paves the way for them. BTC, USD 240 minutes. The current standings in the crypto board demand the highest attention and clear thinking. In a technical analysis, maintaining its validity until the price says otherwise is as important as reconsidering the situation and assuming a new analysis that may contradict our previous beliefs. Lacking the ability to reassess in time is the fastest way to the abyss. Right now, the BTC USD bullish prediction is still valid, especially taking into account the unquestionable upside long-term trend and the apparent normalcy of the current retreatment from all-time highs. Nonetheless, we must be aware that the support levels are really close to the current price. A closing below $10,800, just a few points below the current price, would force us to reassess the scenario. The MACD is extremely flat and in the equilibrium zone. The key insight is a lack of advantage from any side. No deviations, no extrema, dead calm. The directional movement index delivers juicier information. Purchases have decreased during the last bearish term as much as sales have increased. The downward trend keeps accelerating, and given the small room in the current geometric structure, a break a la Ripple must be laid on the table. Ripple, lacking the force to leave the support behind, keeps moving laterally. XRP, USD 240 minutes. In the past days, Ripple has been in the same position the BTC USD is today. Keeping a slightly upside trendline, it has broken the triangular structure to enter an expansive environment that, given its narrowness, is very unlikely to provide any tranquility to buyers. The chances that Bitcoin follows the same route as Ripple are quite high. Ripple's MACD is, as Bitcoin's, extremely flat and thus giving no insights about the trending projections. In this case, the news is that there isn't news. The directional movement index shows a more advanced pattern than Bitcoin's. The purchases have risen together with the extension movement as sales have decreased. The situation is tricky, since it should be sold without any volatility increase. At the current levels, the supports would not resist higher price ranges. EOS on watch, accelerates its decrease and approaches the support with no breaks. EOS, USD 240 minutes. EOS is in a fragile position. Although there's still some room until it reaches the trendline support, its downside move keeps accelerating and the sales have increased a considerable amount. The MACD is moving in the negative zone, with a decreasing continuity profile that is set to be valid in the short term. The directional movement index shows the sales increasing significantly, as purchases decrease and the decreasing trend accelerates. The projection is threatening the price development in the next sessions. It is very likely that the price break the support, something that we have already seen in EOS. Conclusion: the situation is still of uneasy calm, with all the crypto board in limiting positions, very close to supports and casting doubts on the bullish perspectives. As we mentioned in yesterday's report, this kind of situations, in which very few traders are brave enough to buy, conceal some of the best opportunities. However, we must take into account that there are chances of closing the position in losses. Only by keeping this in mind we can avoid being caught up without control of our position.